Hello everybody, it's SpicyMacDoogle here, and here we are. We're going to go through a playthrough of Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard. I streamed this game on Twitch before playing this to kind of go through, because I wanted to go through it blind, and I basically spent like 15 hours just trying to figure out how to beat this game. A lot of different puzzles and stuff like that, so it took me about probably as long as it would take a normal, how long it would normally take for me to finish a point-and-click adventure when it's new and I'm like not asking for help on necessarily everything. So I will tell you I definitely enjoyed this game, and I hope that I can share it with you guys, and hopefully you could decide what you think about the game, or I highly recommend that you check it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now I definitely enjoyed this game, like I said before. Highly recommend it. It's absolutely fantastic. The music score, the voice acting, everything's just fantastic, including the story, which was not how I was expecting it to go. It actually turned out way better than I thought. So we're going to go ahead and get started on a new game. We're going to go ahead and go for the modern mode. Some time to, yeah, because I don't necessarily want to go through a lot of the bigger puzzles, like the ones that require you to do certain things, because some of those were like insanely difficult. A long time ago, in a faraway world, mysterious things were about to happen in the small kingdom of Velehill, beyond the edge of Owlsgard. Patrick Mealy, Rebecca. Nah, I'm not going to read the names. Besides, if I butcher them, I'm in serious trouble.
Our sacred library! It's on fire! All our knowledge lost! Who could have done such a thing?
We tried everything to extinguish those flames. Now we're all doomed.
The ancient scrolls may be destroyed, but still no misfortune will befall us animals. Not tomorrow, and not in 1 year. But the day will come when the survival of all will depend on these irretrievable writings.
"500 years later."
Are we there yet? I'm so tired. Pull yourself together. What is it now? My wool feels so heavy today. Oh man, can't you stop whining for 1 second?
There's me.
I think you've stepped in something there. There are antlers peeping out of your wool. Whoa! A roebuck in my wool?
Greetings! May I introduce myself? I'm Finn, and I must say, you sheep are a wonderful means of transportation.
So I was carrying you through the entire forest all this time? Oh, don't worry. We'll put you where you belong.
Thank you. That's not necessary. I'm almost where I want to be. Have a great day, you two cuties! Oh, by the way, I'm just on my way to the Valley of Velehill. We deer are preparing for our annual Club Moss Festival. Would you like to come along?
Go fry an egg, roebuck boy.
Oh, too bad. See you around.
Alrighty.
The valley still looks just like it did back then. Time seems to have stood still here while I was away. By the little forest down in the valley lived my parents. How often I used to skip along this well-trodden path. It has become a little wider. Just this turn, and I'll be at my parents' home. Oh, I can hardly wait to see them again after all these years. They'll be making eyes for sure. What happened here? My parents' home. It's completely destroyed. Hello? No trace of my family. Oh no, something bad has happened here. Strange footprints. Something's coming closer. I better hide. It's gone again. What in Hippo's name was that? These tracks must belong to one of those creatures. Surely they lead me to where my family was taken. I must find them.
Chapter 1. A Dark Secret. Alrighty. So now, go ahead and go to the footprints.
Something must have happened here. The soil is still fresh.
We'll pick up some of the soil.
I'll take some soil from the footprints.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and go over here. Yeah, actually, there's nothing we can do here, it looks like. Let's see.
The footprints disappear from here on.
Alright, we're gonna go and go into town.
I haven't wandered through those gates in ages. Why is there a crowd gathering?
Behold, the king's ambassador is nearing.
Dear townsfolk, I, as the ambassador of our king, bring you good news in these dark days.
Oh.
Ah,
As we all observed in horror, the wolves have returned to our territory. A terrible incident that we have been trying to prevent since the establishment of the Wolf District. But this wave of destruction and kidnapping of helpless fellow animals will come to an end. The king has come up with a plan to make the Wolf District escape-proof in the future. Tomorrow, he will arrive here and let this plan be put into action.
finally, this nightmare has come to an end.
This was the good news I was told. I will now rest at the inn and then visit the neighboring towns.
Hooray for the king!
Okay. Now,
The wolves are responsible for this?
okay, let's go ahead and talk to this guy over here.
Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy here?
For just 1 gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boom, bada woof, I'll pick up the scent and find whatever it is you're looking for.
Ah, useful. I'll come back when I have something.
So be it.
Strange things are going on here.
All right, you can feel on your whole body just how tense the mood here is right now. Even my fleas are hopping around much more nervously than usual. Ouch! Ah, that was Olga. That old cow is the worst of the bunch right now.
All right.
What do you think of the king's plans?
Our king is a good man who has always impressed me. I'm sure he will somehow straighten out the situation with the wolves. After all, his father, great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather managed to do this as well.
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
I must admit that I've met a wolf only twice in my life. Consequently, I can only comment on them to a limited extent from my own experience. But I think that the old stories about their cruelty already speak for themselves. However, their approach is really peculiar. Yesterday, when I went into the woods to my old favorite pasture to do some business, I found there, to my horror, only a broken tree stump with strange metal parts sticking out of it. I could only express my deep sorrow for this with the loudest, most heart-wrenching yelp that I ever made in my dog's life. How could the wolves do such a thing? And above all, what do they want to achieve with it?
Have you seen 2 deer? My parents disappeared without a trace during one of these alleged attacks.
That's terrible. Unfortunately, I have seen nothing. But I will keep my eyes, ears, and especially my nostrils open.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Smell you later.
I have an open nostril for you at all times. But better stay in town. You never know.
All right. Now that we got talking to him, we're going to go ahead and give him the soil.
Strange. I smell an intense and very strange note. By all the fleas of my great-grandfather. Usually I'm known for my sense of smell, but I can't place the note.
No problem, but could you pick up the scent of it?
Give me the gold piece and then follow me.
All right. Now we follow him. Okay. Go to the mole mines.
The trail leads right to the entrance of the mole mines.
What is this place?
The moles were mining here a few years ago. However, it was never particularly productive here, if I remember correctly. Now, the mine is closed.
So I guess I'll have to go in there.
I don't know if this is such a good idea. You would better come back to town and wait for the king to get a grip on the current situation.
And abandon my family?
Actually, I would like to help you so much. But out here, my knees are shaking with fear.
Go back to town. I'll get to the bottom of this on my own.
All right. I wish you all the luck.
All right. So that I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead and pick up these rocks right here. Go inside real quick. All right. It's really dark in here.
I may not have eaten anything this morning, but that was definitely not my stomach. Phew.
Okay.
I
There
can
we go.
still squeeze through this narrow gap.
All right. So now we got that. let's go and head back to town. And then we'll just talk to the weasel right here. Or ferret.
Good day! Greetings! What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
What do you have to offer?
I knew you'd ask. Look and be amazed. Here we have... Wait, what do I actually have here? A half-finished mended sock? An old toothbrush? A green heap with various mushroom crops on it? This was the chocolate croissant from the previous year. Here we have something. These unspeakably fashionable knitted scarves, and of course, the one thing that everyone has a burning desire for. Torches. I came up with that joke myself.
Ugh. I expected a bit more.
At least I offer quality. When will you find scarves as warm as these?
It's high summer.
Alright.
That torch seems useful.
I knew just by looking at you that you would choose this high-quality torch. Only 2 silver coins.
Great, I've got that much.
It is yours. Something to light the fire is included.
Alrighty. We got that.
Are you just taking your trash outside, or are you really selling this?
Don't say anything against my trash. Sometimes it sells like hotcakes with the rats.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
That's not hard to see, is it? The wolves are on the loose. Total state of emergency.
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
Well, I have to say that I don't really know much about the wolves, but they are pretty bad guys with bad manners and certainly get angry easily. I think I'd like them a little better if they'd buy a few stress balls from me now and then instead of wreaking such a havoc here.
My family has also been a victim of these attacks.
What? For Hippo's sake, how terrible! Can you be helped in any way? Are you injured?
No, I was too late and only saw what was left of our home.
Oh, maybe you need an extra cuddly soft handkerchief to dry your tears with. By the way, 2 packs are now available for the price of 1.
Thank you. I'll pass.
As soon as the king arrives here with his troops, these wolves will be brought to justice. I'm sure that your family will then return safely.
I wonder if the king is really going to get a handle on things here.
Sure, let them go ahead and heighten the walls around the wolves' area. On the other hand, the situation is actually not so bad for myself. The more animals remain in the city, the more interested eyes glance over my my goods.
Okay.
Subject change. I'll be on my way.
Cheer up, buddy. I promise, things will brighten up soon.
Alright. Now let's go into the pub. When open this cabinet.
I guess this is where they keep costumes for all the festivities. I like green.
Okay. Let's go and talk to...
Hey, can I interrupt you?
Go ahead, go ahead.
How was work?
I'll tell you, it's extremely occupying. Leisure time is increasingly becoming a foreign word to me, but it fills me with the deepest pride to be the most important stork with the biggest beak in the land. What sound, other than the one of my voice, would be better suited to instantly reach the ears of every animal?
Tinnitus?
Ha ha! I'm about to choke on my mead.
How will the king proceed with his plan?
Oh, our great king has come up with a whole lot of great things. I was informed that the rock walls around the wolves area will be raised, by several meters to be exact. These walls will be guarded around the clock by a specially trained fighting force of merciless gray squirrels. Traps will be set and watchtowers will be built. In addition, the entrance gates to that area will be secured by 50 separate locking mechanisms.
That's a great plan. This is gonna work.
Your trust in the king delights me.
Change the subject, please. Why would the wolves attack us again?
I beg your pardon? What a question! They are wolves, after all.
But there have been no attacks for a long time.
Those ruffians are simply unpredictable.
I don't know if this is the right approach. Did you see a deer family on the way?
I am so sorry, but no.
Didn't you perhaps notice something after all? It's 2 deer anywhere?
As you may have been able to tell, my head is almost bursting with instructions from the king. Thus, I am simply not able to help you look for your parents. Phew! As you can see, it is downright exhausting to be as important as me.
Good grief. Okay,
I gotta go.
Trust in the king.
now let's go ahead and
I'll put it on. I like my usual shirt better. That being said, this thing doesn't do me any good here.
let me try something real quick.
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy! Not only that, it also makes me look like a complete idiot. Let's get it off. It doesn't help me here.
Okay, there's something about that one. I used that during the last stream, so let's see. I think I've gotten everything I need. Oh wait, actually hold on a second. I think there's something.
Firmly attached.
Basically look at.
It provides cool refreshment for the animals on hot days. If only the sparrows wouldn't leave their business in there. Someone left a thing there on the brim. A piece of soap.
Alright. Got some soap now. Now let's see. We go to the coast. Hold on, what was I doing? Forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, we'll go to the mole mines. Go here. And we'll try to use the torch over here.
Let there be light.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. There's some draught that thinks it has to blow out every fire.
Okay, so there's always some weird puzzles in here. It's not always what you expect it to be, which is one of the reasons why I actually like this game. It took me 15 hours to figure out a lot of this stuff. So if I'm going through it pretty fast, just because I know.
I'm a rock.
Ooh.
A rock? You don't look like that.
No, you don't understand. That's my strategy.
Huh?
I've been trying to get my hands on one of these glowing bugs for 3 days now. But these little animals are so terribly shy. If I stay here long enough and don't move, they might think that I am a rock. As soon as one of the bugs crawls on me, I strike.
Oh, great. Did it work already?
Unfortunately not. But my time will come. Maybe even tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or the day after.
You'll achieve great things one day, my friend. Can you tell me what's going on here?
The animals in the town are making a huge fuss. Everyone is running around all panicky because of some weird mass hysteria. The wolves are on the move again, they say. The evil wolves destroy our trees and houses, they say. But I say, calm down, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Do you know anything about the wolves?
In Hippo's name. Come on. Wolves here, wolves there, wolves everywhere. I just can't take hearing this any longer. Not even a single hen I know is chickening up as much as the townsfolk. To be honest, I myself couldn't care less about the wolves. I've never even seen one, and that's a good thing. Ever thought that maybe the king himself is behind all these incidents?
Is this going to be an excursion into creepy conspiracy theories?
There are so many things that we do not know. Educate yourself a bit. But not only with officially approved scrolls. Those in power would have enough reasons to make us more docile with an artificial mass hysteria. And how do I know the king isn't perhaps a world-destroying, floating tuna cream monster? After all, I myself have not yet seen him with my own eyes.
Come on, you don't believe that yourself.
Well, admittedly, some theories I heard really do sound a bit nonsensical. Secret sparrow organizations in hidden forest areas collect information about all of us. Bards send subliminal messages when you let them sing their lyrics backwards. And I once heard that our world is supposed to be round. Just imagine this nonsense.
This is not my area of expertise. Did 2 deer pass by here by chance?
I have seen nothing. Why?
My parents disappeared recently. Something bad has happened.
Oh, I'll keep my eyes open for you, all right?
Wouldn't you rather go somewhere safe?
Yeah, why should I? Then I would be doing exactly what those who are behind all this want.
Oh, good grief.
Let's talk about other things. Well, has anything happened yet?
I think this one bug has already moved an inch in my direction. Oh, soon the time will come.
Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but that jar is extremely important to me.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be a little quieter.
Someone must have lived here a long time ago and left all his clutter here.
All right, so what we do is we're going to push this. We'll look at this plant.
So that's the reason why these fat beetles feel so comfortable here. They like to snack on the leaves of this plant.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the leaves of the plant.
The plant is rooted deeply into the ground of the cave. I only took some of the sticky leaves.
What we'll do is...
They definitely like the leaves, but I guess I'm still too close to them.
Okay, so what we do...
The leaves stick to the wood quite nicely.
Then...
He couldn't resist the leaves.
Hey, that doesn't count.
I just like to make things a little easier for myself.
All right. And now, the torch will light. Now, let's go ahead and go over here for a second.
Hello.
What's that noise? Get off my ship, boy. And please, take your weird twin over there with you.
I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek the Ferryman. A seal of action and adventure at sea.
That's great. How much is a ride?
Whoa, slow down, kid. Let me think a sec. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My ferry service is closed for an indefinite amount of time. The sea is too unpredictable at the moment, even for a more than competent sea dog like me.
But neither you nor your boat looks like that.
What do you mean?
Your boat's all messed up and stuck in the sand, probably as deep as you looked into your meat glass.
You're right. But trust me, I know the surrounding seas as thoroughly as my midriff bulge. However, at the moment, things are looking pretty bleak around here. What else can I do but get drunk like there's no tomorrow?
Let's talk about something else. What was that about the ferryman again?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek, a seal of act.
Oh,
Let's talk about
my
something
bad.
else.
I didn't mean to click on that one. Let's see.
Huh? What ship?
You're cracking me up, kid. Can't you smell the salty air of the high seas as it passes through the walls of my faithful SS Wormbite?
You're in your hut!
What? How? Wait, you're right. Oh, this mischievous old sea always manages to trick me. But then, this terrible swaying must be caused by something else. It must be the mattress. Oh, if I get my fins on the rascal who sold me this cursed mattress here.
What are you talking about?
Can't you see how mercilessly it spins and rocks this poor old sailor around? Oh no, here we go again.
You're drunk, dude.
What's the sea like out there?
Let me tell you something, my boy. No one sees the seas like I do.
I'll take your word for that.
And I can tell you that from here, the sea actually seems very calm right now. Perfect conditions to transport a few paying travelers from one nearby island to another. Currently, however, there are other problems keeping customers away from me.
Oh? What happened?
At the moment, rumors of mysterious sightings are going around. Not only on
Totally
dry
didn't
land,
take that
where
suggestion.
landlubbers are, but also at sea. An old drinking friend of mine recently disappeared without a trace while he was sailing out there.
Really? That's terrible.
His boat must have been adrift without him for a while before it was finally found on a nearby shore. People also reported seeing strange shadows here and there under the surface of the water. I'll tell you what, my boy. Those are definitely not schools of herring.
Oh no, this sounds similar to what must have happened to my parents. When I was at their house this morning, they seem to have dropped off the face of the earth as well. The house still resembles a field of rubble. We have to stick together. Something terrible is going on here right now. Has there been any sign of life from your buddy? Maybe there is hope for all those who have disappeared. Hello?
Herrings. Wait, where was I? I'm telling you, I'd like to get to the bottom of this. As soon as I have a repaired boat, or better yet, repair tools, or money with which I could buy such tools, or customers which would get me some money in the first place. It's driving me up the wall, darn it.
Do you have any guesses as to what the threat is?
Many animals suspect the wolves, but I think the shadows under the water's surface say otherwise. Unless the wolves have recently acquired submarines.
Enough of this. The subject is making me cranky. You must have some great sea dog stories.
Sure. Let me tell you the story that makes even the most hardened sailors tremble to this day.
Great! Tell me!
About 30 years ago, I signed up for a journey on board the SS Roebuck. We were a small crew in search of an ancient treasure chest hidden somewhere in an unmapped area of the sea. One day, we came across an island in said area. Thinking that nothing could go wrong, we went ashore. However, since the day we started planning the journey, sailors began warning us about the ominous bleating that is said to be heard there occasionally. We also heard it when we went ashore. Bah, bah, a harbinger of great danger, they said. We ignored it, and after a few hours, we found said treasure chest in a hidden cave. When we returned to our ship, we suddenly recognized the disaster we had gotten ourselves into. Thousands of giant sheep with soaked wool waited for us on the shore. The sea level was at least 5 meters lower than usual, and the keel of the ship was on dry land. There was no doubt that these sheep were the legendary sponge sheep.
Seriously?
Until then, we thought it was just a fairy tale told by sailors during long nights in the tavern. But here, they turned out to be a horrifying reality. These cursed sheep were able to soak up large parts of the ocean with their wool. How else do you think the tides are created?
What unbelievable nonsense!
Quiet. Those beasts threatened to send their biggest sheep with the thickest and most plentiful wool into the water as well, if we didn't leave the treasure on the island. To prevent an ecological disaster, we obeyed their order and made a run for it. To this day, every one of my crewmates is haunted by terrible nightmares in which the sponge sheep return and simply drain the water from under their ship's keel.
Nice story, but you need to work on the plot structure and character development. I gotta go.
Stay safe, kid. These are stormy times.
All right. We got that. Let's see what we got now. We got... Go ahead and put this right here. Slide this in. And now we'll use the torch right here.
Let there be light. Ugh, I probably have to go in there. At this spot, my little buddy still gives off enough light. It's always better to have both hooves free.
All right, so now... We're gonna go in here.
Something tells me this is probably not part of the mole mines anymore.
All right, now there's the autosave feature, because the chances of me dying in here is kind of likely.
What is that over there? Between all this rock, I can barely make out where it's coming from. Uh-oh. That is definitely not a wolf! Let's get out of here.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and talk to it.
Hey, my good fellow. Listen to me, please. Surely you're just as scared of me as I am of you, right? Tell me about yourself. Surely you're not such a bad guy, are you? I'm sure you're frightened in this dark mine, all alone. Where did you come from? Hey, you don't have to be ashamed of it. What kind of music do you listen to? Sounds like a rad genre. Very avant-garde, I'm sure. Do you like pizza? I guess not so much, huh? I like spaghetti myself. Do you have any friends I should meet? No? Too bad. You're actually a nice guy. Let's talk about something else. I want to show you that you can trust me. After all, it must be terrible for you if everyone keeps running away at your sight. After much consideration, I'd rather not. Hey, my good fellow. Listen to me, please. Surely you're just as scared of me as I am of you, right? Just let me pass for a moment, please. Now, was that a yes or a no? My friend, I'm sure we're just having some communication problems. I want to show you that you can... After all, it must be terrible. I will now come to you very slowly and peacefully. You see, I'll even kneel down harmlessly in front of you, because I don't want to hurt you. We animals are friendly to all strangers. Let's be friends. There you go. You see, we do understand each other.
Didn't left a lasting impression on the cold, hard floor of the mole mines. Okay, we're gonna load. Start over here. Alright, here we go again.
What is that over there? Between...
Okay.
Uh-oh. That is definitely not a wolf! Let's get out of here.
Now, what we do...
If only I could reach it.
Okay. And we do that. Throw the rock at it. All right.
Whoa! That sounded like it hit quite good. This thing will probably not get back on its feet so quickly. Uh-oh, that came from the tunnel. That smash with the iron gate was probably a bit much for this collapse-prone little place.
Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at
What
this.
hole did these creatures crawl out of? I think I see some kind of hatch on it.
All right, we're gonna open the hatch.
Hey, a little hatch can be opened here. Ugh, looks like there are huge dark veins in there. They can even be pulled out. I could pull this one out even further, but that's enough for now.
And until further notice, I think we don't need anything in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of there until we need to go back again. So at the moment, we're gonna go down here. And we're gonna start talking to...
Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest. Oh, you look frighteningly pale. Have you seen a ghost?
A gigantic monster in the mole mines!
Excuse me? Did something happen to you? Is it a wolf?
No, no. Something way more dangerous.
Apparently, there are really unimagined things going on here. I beg you, stay in the city and wait for the king's help. Whatever is happening, we little animals are powerless.
Smell you later.
I have an open nostril for you at all times, but better stay in town. You never know.
All right, we're gonna go over here. Tell the ambassador.
Hey, can I interrupt you?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I need help. There's something in the mole mines.
You must be foolish. Why do you even go there? It must be obvious that the wolves are up to mischief there as well. I beg of you, wait for the king's help. We do not want, nor can we afford, any more casualties at the moment.
I gotta go.
Trust in the king.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and head over here. Now, go down there. Guess we can head over here real quick. Something shining there.
Pretty. There's a little shell.
What we do is we're gonna open it up.
I really think it'd be a lot prettier if there was a shiny pearl inside of it. Oh, there's actually one in there. What a coincidence.
Now we got a pearl. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go to the forest. Over here. Let's go ahead and save. Of course, oh, and get rid of that. That was the last game we had. We will go ahead and call this... So we got that. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this door.
The dreaded forest of the wolves. The part of this forest where the entire wolf population has been brought to. Strange. The door has been unlocked.
Go ahead and go over here.
Huh?
It's never a good idea to blindly walk into the wolves' territory. Okay. Well, we're gonna go and just leave that for right now. And what we're gonna do, let's see, what else did we need? Oh. Let's look at this poster right here.
Fancy jewelry and all sorts of shiny things in the Valley of the Magpies nearby. While I have no interest in these things, the magpies are not averse to gossip, as I know. Maybe they have seen something.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to the magpies. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bell. Talk to this guy.
Good day, dear magpie.
I am only on guard duty here. If you have something important to say to our dear Queen Elena, ring the bell and let your voice be heard.
What is the guard duty like?
Oh, please spare me your chatter.
All right. There's a strange something creeping around in the mole mines.
Sounds bad, but why should that interest me?
A rather loud speaking tube. Can I have it?
No, never.
This thing could prove to be quite useful.
Doing that would endanger my job as a guard. You can get that idea out of your head.
Can I exchange the speaking tube for something? Anything fancy you might like?
No,
Haha! You considered it for a moment.
no, not at all.
I won't bother you any further.
Thank you.
Hey, look!
Ooh. Now, what is that?
Nope, nothing at all. Just a darn lovely pearl.
Ooh. Please, show it to me. Oh, what a magnificent pearl. Can I have it?
Sorry, no touchy, dear magpie.
Oh, come on.
Can I have your speaking tube in return?
That is absolutely out of the question.
One moment, please. Who dares to disturb me? Ooh, now that's one handsome visitor. I don't see you deer around here very often.
Oh, stop. This always makes me blush.
We should meet for coffee and grains sometime. Your treat, of course.
To be honest, that's not why I'm here.
Aww, what a pity! Then surely you want to see all the shining riches we magpies have piled up.
No, not that either.
Oh, what?
How dare you!
What could possibly be more important than these wonderful treasures?
What could this terrible creature in the mole mines be?
I don't know what you're talking about. Surely you are getting caught up in the hysteria of the town animals.
No, really, there's something very wrong here.
You are very right to take me out of my weekly coin bath because of such nonsense is already a sky-high stinking impudence. But I can't stay angry with your pretty face for long. Apart from that, I have no influence on the coastal region. Whatever happens there, there is nothing I can do about it.
Something bad has happened to my family.
A little more specific, please.
My parents have disappeared without a trace, and I'm looking for them everywhere. Have you magpies seen anything?
We have certainly noticed that quite a few animals have been kidnapped recently. I hate to cause frown lines on your handsome face, but unfortunately we didn't see anything.
Do you have any guesses?
Well, rumor has it that the wolves may have something to do with it. But let's be honest. It has become quite popular to declare wolves as scapegoats for every disaster. The wolves may be a peculiar pack.
A quite uneducated and illiterate bunch.
Shut up over there! But I must say that in all these years, we magpies have never had any conflicts with them. In fact, I would say that something else is going on here. But I have not dealt with it in more detail.
I have other things to do. After all, my magnificent gold coins don't polish themselves.
No good.
I wonder if you could help me.
You are really going out on a limb there.
I must apologize. I have a lot to do right now. Around this time of day, I'm usually busy feasting my eyes on those shiny, shiny treasures.
You're kidding, right?
Are you sure you don't want to take a look yourself? The sparkle of our jewelry is sure to take your mind off things until your parents return.
What did I actually expect here? Let's talk about something nicer.
Alright, I'll be honest. We're just gonna...
Time is of the essence. I've gotta go.
Sure you don't want to take a peek at our glittering treasures after all?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, typical forest animal. And you, my god, come back here.
Of course, my dear queen.
Alright. So now...
My beloved speaking trumpet is gone! Well, I guess I'll have to continue my guard duty without it then.
Oh boy, these magpies are just the little egocentrics I always thought they were.
Now.
Here's the speaking tube.
Here we go. Now, we got the speaking tube. We got... Can't remember exactly what I... Oh, you know what? Let's go over here. I need to go in here real quick. We're going to go ahead and pull the lever. And we're going to go back in here.
No! Now this part of the mine has collapsed too! Now of all times! I guess that's it. I'll never get through these piles of rocks. I could have saved my family.
There's a wolf that passed by. Now, let's go follow him.
A wolf? Do they have something to do with this after all?
Out. Follow him to the forest. Open this.
The dreaded forest of the wolves. The part of this forest where the entire wolf population has been brought to. Strange. The door's been unlocked.
All right, now.
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy! This moron has torn my whole costume!
All right. So that's done. Now we go in here.
I've never been this far into this territory before. Following that shadow was quite a stupid idea. There are voices upstairs.
There were these tunnels and these weird noises. They sounded like this. Brr, brr. The light was totally weird too. It was never like that before, and it was just unbelievable.
Now slow down and start from the beginning, Yorick. What did you see?
I've been in the mole mines.
Yes, I've already got that. Now cut to the chase. I can barely understand your ramblings.
Where there was once a mine shaft, you now find steel walls, countless pipes of unknown metals. None of this was created by the moles. I swear, it has begun.
I know that myself, you moron.
Then I guess we'll have to hurry.
Has anyone else seen it?
Well, there was this one deer, but I managed to shake him off.
I overheard the rest of the animals. They seem to blame us wolves for the sudden wave of destruction.
How stupid of them. But let them think that. Well, as I already told you, we will set out for the edge of the world this very day. As was to be expected, I was able to round up a brave troop of wolfmen to accompany us.
You've done a wonderful job, my leader, as always.
Silence, moron. If all goes well, we'll be on the edge of the world by evening.
I'm sure it will be worth it, Father.
Once we find what we are looking for there, our centuries-long oppression will finally cease. You two, send word to my troops at the far end of the forest that we'll be leaving shortly.
Of course, Father.
We will.
I'm still gathering some important documents in the storeroom.
We better get going.
Looks like I'm stuck in here now. And what in Hippo's name were they talking about?
Alright, so now we're going to go and take a look at these books.
That book up there looks interesting. Oops!
Now we'll look at it.
A recipe for a strange mixture.
Okay. Up the mirror right here. Go down here. Alright.
Oh, some kind of underground garden. Looks a little run down.
Alright, so now we'll go ahead and pick that up.
A rather colorful looking fruit grows in this old garden. The tree with its branches prevents me from taking the fruit. This old garden seems to have a life of its own. The tendrils point to the little plant, which doesn't look very healthy.
Alright.
Looks like something can be put in the statue's paws. Doesn't do much.
Okay.
Seems like it belonged to some kind of game, similar to chess, only bigger.
Alright. Something right here. Oh, brother. Okay, I know how this works. There we go. There we go. Now. Did that. Now I place that right there. Now we pick up fruit. Go over here. Now, let's go ahead and go over here for a second.
Some kind of cage.
Shh! Over here!
Huh?
Quick, open the cage! Before you ask, I'm Gwen. You probably heard of the Owl tribe in the mountains, right? I'm from there.
You really chose the most beautiful place for a trip.
Do I look like I'm here by choice, Smarty Pants? Did you see the wolf with the green cloak? She was the one who brought me here. And I'm pretty sure those darn wolves had something planned for me here.
Certainly wasn't going to be a fun karaoke night with a vegetarian buffet.
Well, duh. What a genius. With which inhabitant of the forest do I have the honor?
Finn.
Then listen, Finn. We've got to get out of here, and as fast as we can. I swear, the wolves are up to something. And it has something to do with those strange machine creatures.
You've seen them too?
I'll tell you more, once we've stopped standing around here like idiots.
What a strange document.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and head down. What we're gonna do, now we're gonna mix this.
Wow, the fruit seems to be having an effect already.
Then what we'll do is we'll push it.
Gwen, help me for a sec. I know you may not be the strongest, but...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No. I'm speechless.
Never underestimate an owl, especially not those with a 7-day-a-week training schedule.
I like him. All right, so we gotta pull this carpet. Now we're gonna open that. Then we're gonna pull it back on. Okay, so let's go ahead and save again. Just there we go. Now, time to pick up this key.
What are you stinking slackers still doing up here? Done! I'm stuck!
This is our chance. Let's get out of here.
I was already convinced that the inside of a wolf's maw might be the last thing I see. Thanks so much, buddy. But, please, no awkward hugs now.
How about you tell me what's going on?
Well, actually, I'm not too sure.
Gwen, listen. Machines invade the land, places change, animals disappear, my family has been taken somewhere, and a Club Boss sandwich fell onto its coated side today. So I would really appreciate any little bit of information.
Come with me. We're going to the mountains, to the place where I come from. There's something you should see.
I'll be on that mountain faster than you can say lycopods.
Okay, so we head to the mountains. Okay. Now.
Wow. What is this place?
I'll explain everything. Well, we owls have had a certain hunch since the machines appeared, and since I seem to be the only owl who is still left since the appearance of the machine creatures, I guess I'll have to tell you myself. Many centuries ago, we owls were in possession of an ancient knowledge. A knowledge of things older than we can imagine. Things and events that date back to the beginnings of our world.
And this place has something to do with it?
That's right. What you see here are the remains of the ancient library of the owls. Since the beginning of time, documents were stored here in which all our knowledge was written down.
Oh, come on, get to the point. What kind of knowledge are we talking about?
Well, there's the rub. We simply don't know that anymore. 500 years ago, there was a great fire. Everything was destroyed.
Is there nothing left?
Nothing that we owls would know of, but there have always been certain rumors.
You won't believe all the stuff I found in there. The other wolves will be jealous for sure.
Yeah, how nice. Good for you. All I found was a pile of these stinking old documents.
That's so typical. Let's go to our camp before the owls notice us. The others are already there with their loot.
I guess there is still some room left in here for this junk. Hey, how about I just throw it away somewhere outside?
Nah, just leave it in a dark corner somewhere. Maybe it can be of use someday.
Well, okay.
Some say that it was an arson committed by
The wolves!
Bingo! And since our last encounter with those ruffians, I'm more than sure of that.
So you're telling me this document originated here?
So it did. 1,000-year-old document from the Library of the Owls. And I am sure that the wolves are in possession of even more documents.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with our situation?
As I witnessed during my captivity, the wolves developed an interest for these old documents again. Roughly around the same time those machine creatures appeared. They must have found some important information somewhere in those ancient lines. A hint of sorts, leading to something that might bring them immense power. Something that must also be related to the sudden appearance of the machine beings.
Oh boy, now it's getting weird. Could you make out anything on that document?
I had an A+ in Owlish, so here we go. It is the description of a place, far away. I can even translate the name. The Isle of Owlsgard.
I'll be a moose if the wolves won't go there. But I've never heard of this place.
The lands had very different names back in those days. Listen, I have an idea. We've got to get into that old library. Beneath it, there is a room with an ancient map of our world, complete with all the now outdated names. Once we've found Owlsgard there, we should leave Velehill immediately and follow the wolves. Maybe this is our only chance to put an end to this whole mess.
The name of this place indicates that we have to travel across the sea. I wrote down a few things in my notepad.
All right. So now we'll start on chapter 2 in the next episode. So, yeah, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this. I like to stream these games before I actually do a playthrough altogether. So I, do have a Twitch channel. I hope everybody, that's watching this who was interested in, watching me play these games blind and, maybe participate and, you're able to watch me play these games live and chat in the stream chat, and we'd love to have you. The Twitch channel is twitch.tv/SpicyMacDoogle. And I hope you guys can have a chance to at least check out the channel and even give it a follow. And hopefully we'll see you in the future. Anyways, we're going to go and end this recording right now. And until next time.